Yo, what's good, boxing fans? It's your boy, man. I hadn't been around for a hot second because one of the main reasons is it's kind of hard, like if you're passionate about something and you do a certain thing, like I'm passionate about boxing, but then the individuals that you run across, and I'm not speaking about everybody that's on YouTube, but the individuals you run across, is their lack of knowledge for that particular subject has a tendency to kind of get under your skin. I don't want to say the pessimistic way that they comment and things of that nature, but when you don't have anybody to challenge you as far as in being able to competently talk about a subject, speak upon something with some type of intellect, then you have a tendency to lose focus for it and you delve elsewhere for those individuals that give you that challenge. So I've actually, just been away and just been talking to other folks that really know about boxing and things of that nature. So a lot of the videos that people have asked of me, I haven't done videos on certain fights because it's like the average fan, quote unquote, don't even know half of the people that I will be talking about. And they don't watch all of boxing. They don't watch boxing matches on ESPN. They don't watch Friday night fights. They don't watch boxing classics and just other things like that. They don't watch the boxing across in the UK. They don't keep up with anything but just what the media speaks of. So I guess I'm here in a sense, to touch on some of the things that the media is speaking of. Let's start right here first. Anybody that know me, like I said, they know I'm a boxing fan first. I don't really keep up with MMA at all. I watch when Anderson Silva's about to fight, and I never pay for him. I may watch him somewhere else at a sports bar or something like that, or I just may turn around and read the comments and see who won what particular fight. And I like Jon Jones. Now, in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I about to be biased about what it is that I'm about to say. Like the UFC and everyone, all the little comments and videos that I've seen on YouTube and read about how everyone's bashing Jon Jones for deciding not to fight a stand-in opponent at the UFC 151. I think that's the correct number. I'm not certain because, like I said, I don't really keep up with it. But I don't feel in any way, shape, form, or fashion that the whole MMA, the Mixed Martial Arts Association or whatever it's called, should point the finger at Jon Jones. They're like, oh, you owe us for this, you owe us for that. Really, let's dig down into who owes who for what. I mean, because if you technically look at it, without certain fighters, without a fighter's following, nobody just follows MMA. They're not just following it just for the fuck of it. They're not going to just, oh, it's just the guy over there that owns MMA, he's just standing up over here. Let's all just swarm over and just stand around and look at it. No, bitch. They are there strictly for the fighters. They're there for the fighters, right? The money is accrued because of the fighters. People pay to watch the fighters. Now, MMA is getting paid off of the fighters. They get paid off endorsements, things of that nature, but none of that is anything without the fighters, right? So if this particular fighter is training for a particular individual, and that individual pulls out of that particular fight, he is not under any type of obligation to fight the stand-in fight, right? This man, like Dana White and other people are sitting in there saying, oh, this guy's taking money out of the other 16 fighters or how many fighters that were on the card. Okay, in any business, you actually prepare for things of this nature to happen. You have a contingency plan, like NASA would say, right? So, if this particular individual, a superstar, says, okay, no, I don't want to fight this stand-in guy, and this is not who I've trained for, especially when his corner and his managerial staff and are advising against it, you don't throw a fit and say, oh, it's his fault these other guys are not getting paid. No. You carry on with your card, right? You should have a contingency plan. You should say, okay, this main event is not going to take place. We charge you all $49.99 or however much you all charge for pay-per-views. You should have just said, okay, as opposed to that being shown on your bill, we'll knock that off by $15, $20 or some shit like that, right? And let the other 16 fighters go ahead and fight. You've got people that's flown out to Las Vegas or wherever to see this particular fight. Not just him. They want to see the whole card. Okay, so take that one fight off the card, and bam, you still have your card. Subtract X amount of dollars, but you don't want to lose that money right there, right? I mean, but come on, so you go from something to nothing, and now you try to blame this one particular individual, and I think that's fair. Cut your card price down, credit that back to the people that bought the pay-per-view, the people that are still there that may love the other fighters more so than they love John Jones. John Jones just so happened to be the most popular at the particular time. So let those other fighters go ahead and fight. They can still get a percentage of the purse they were going to get, and that makes more sense. But it goes to show you, if you don't do something that the media expects for you to do, it's not them that has to get in there and get hit in the head. So if you don't do what they want you to do, then all of a sudden it's a hoopla, and they turn on you. That's the way of the world, people. The world's fucked up. That's the way of the world. So you can't blame this particular man. You can't blame John Jones, because just as much money as he's claiming that they're making him lose, I mean that they claim that he's making them lose, he's bringing in 10 times that amount. So Dana has a way of turncoating on individuals, man. He's good, he's smart businessman, things of that nature, but he has a way of turncoating on people, and I think he's doing a turncoat on John Jones. Because John Jones has also put money in his pocket, right? So come on, man, miss me with that. I don't think you all should blame the guy in one iota. Even with everyone talking about they stood behind him with his drunk driving thing, and they helped him get his endorsements, and they brought him into the limelight. All of that stuff's well and good. That's what promoters and business are supposed to do. Supposed to do, right? Okay then, so it's nothing spectacular that they have done. And so what if this person is, and people say he's cocky. He's not cocky. What's wrong with confidence? If I say, okay, I know I can do something, is it a problem because I'm confident about it? But then when a person goes here and they're in a state of depression and their head is in their lap 24/7, people are like, oh, they need more confidence. The fuck? Come on, world. Come on, media. What's with these bipolar-ass, backstabbing, weak-ass, double standards you all are handing out? It's ridiculous. Get off John Jones. Let me tell it. The man did what he wanted to do. He did what he had to do for himself. For himself. End the story on that one. Okay. Now, let's get to this Andre Ward and Chad Dawson fight, man. Me personally, I think this is going to be a spectacular fight. Spectacular fight, me personally. I don't feel that Dawson, he never really fights his own fight. He always fights up to the level of his opponent. If he's fighting a Cape Cup ass dude, then he goes in there only with the aggression necessarily to win the fight. He doesn't go in there to wipe the mat with the guy like he should do. But he should demonstrate his skills and actually just go ahead and obliterate him and get him out of there. But he doesn't do that. Now with Andre Ward, this guy's a perfectionist at his craft. He doesn't care who it is he's fighting. He could be fighting a tomato can, which has been rare. You rarely see him in there with any flukes. But he could fight a tomato can. But he's going to come in 110% ready. He's going to execute his game plan 110%. He's not fighting down to the level of the opponent. He's going to stay an A-notch fighter while this particular person may be a B or C level fighter. He's not going to drop down. He's going to continue with his A-level boxing game. And I think he's going to bring the best out in Chad Dawson. I've always said that Chad Dawson is one of my favorite fighters, and I feel like nobody really could have just beat him if he would just be Chad Dawson. Sort of like Deontay Wilder. He's being Deontay Wilder. He's not fighting to the level of his opponents. He's like, okay, bitch, you don't deserve to be in here with me? Let me get you out of here. And that's what he's doing. He's mocking these motherfuckers. And I love it. Be yourself. Fight your fight. You don't fight down to the level of individuals. You don't fight down to what the media say. You don't do this. You don't do that. Be yourself. And so I love what Wilder's doing. Hence, and forward back to what I was saying, I love the way that Ward stays a tactician. He stays ready and he stays mentally focused. I love that about it. So with the two fighters actually fighting, it's kind of, I like them both. I wish both of them could win so they could carry on with their respective careers, because I like them both. But I know that can't happen. So me personally, I feel that given Dawson has the ability to knock Ward out quicker than Ward can knock Dawson out, I feel like Dawson is docile. Let me just say it like that. Dawson is docile. He has a tendency to pull his punches, whereas he could literally punch through a target. But it seems like he don't want to hurt people or something like that. But he forgets he's in the hurt business. But it's like he kind of gets off the gas and he don't really want to do anything to you unless you've gotten under his skin and really, really pissed him off. So, with that being said, I feel like by the time he realizes, hey, I better get right, he's going to be so far down in the rounds that it's going to be too much for him to come back, and he'll need a knockout. And that's when I feel that Ward will ease off the gas, box and maneuver more so, and have Dawson come to him, counter, grab, and hold, and win on I would say a unanimous decision. I don't even want to say a split decision because I think that he knows to put the rounds in the bank from the opening door, whereas it takes Dawson a while to warm up. And that's just my feeling on it. So, but on the safe side, because I like to be right, I'm just going to say Andre Ward wins by split decision. Because, you know, some of the judges, they favor reckless aggression. Even though Dawson doesn't really come in too reckless, when he do start coming forward, people like Harold Letterman are going to start giving him rounds, you know, just because he's coming forward and he may be throwing some punches, but it's like they don't understand that sometimes it's best, the best defense to a good offense is not to be there. So when a big dude is punching at you, you get the fuck out the way. Other people call it running. How the hell am I running when I'm trying to keep him getting hit by a Mack truck? I get the fuck out the way, right? So that's what they're doing. Boxing is not about standing and getting hit. It's about hitting and not getting hit. Okay? So I'm picking Ward in the Chad Dawson-Andre Ward fight. Unless Dawson catches him, because Dawson got the power to knock out anybody. So unless he catches him with some of those hellacious blows I know he can throw, it's going to be a Ward decision. Count on it. Bet your bottom dollar on it. You know? The Canelo Alvarez fight, me personally, man, I don't feel, just like everybody bitched and moaned when Juan Manuel Marquez jumped up, gained X amount of pounds, and went to the welterweight to fight Floyd Mayweather. Everybody was like, oh, that's fucked up, Mayweather making him come up from 140 to 147. Okay, 7 pounds. Now you have Canelo Alvarez having Lopez, I think that's who the fuck it is, Josecito Lopez, having him jump up. What was that Danny Garcia fight? Danny Garcia whooped Amir Khan, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Go to show you that both of the guys are fucking flukes. Both of them. And now the media built, which the media does, building this hype around them like there's some spectacular fighters, but I don't see it in them. I feel like dude's going to really get fucked up against Canelo because he has no defense. Whichever one of them it is. Be it Lopez, Josecito Lopez, or Garcia. I think it's Lopez. But I feel like he's going to get his ass whooped thoroughly in the story with that one. No long debates, no long drawn out, what do you call it? No long drawn out scenarios, no none of that. I don't give a fuck that he broke Victor Ortiz's jaw. We're still losing the fight. Lucky punch. Victor dumbass fights with his mouth open. So he brought that on himself, and he got what he deserved. As far as Amir Khan, I think that was Garcia that whooped his ass. I think Amir Khan really needs a new trainer, whether he wants to leave Freddie Roach for sentimental reasons or not. I think that he needs to, because Freddie Roach teaches only offense and reckless aggression. He doesn't teach anything about defense. He doesn't teach you adaptability. He doesn't teach you any of that. It's all about riding off the wave of the media name, and the wave of the media name is not going to always get you a fucking victory. Bradley Pacquiao, case in point. I think the one time that Pacquiao decided to say, okay, let me do what the crowd wants me to do. They want to see me against fresh blood. Let me step out and I'll fight this undefeated fighter, but I know I can beat him, but I'll just fight him. And then he turned around and the stars weren't in alignment in Pacquiaoville, and bam! It was a sonic boom that ran through the whole freaking media, and bam, there's an L. Whoa. But it is what it is. So I feel like Amir Khan should really flip the script go ahead, go with another trainer. I'm not going to even say go with Mayweather as a trainer. You can pretty much just get anybody out there to train with that's going to teach him some type of defense, because he has all the boxing skills that you need to make it in the boxing world. He just needs to learn to display them and stop acting like Pacquiao when you get hit doing this bullshit here and still brawling. You're not a fucking brawler. You could be one of the best boxers out there pound for pound, but you're considering yourself a brawler because Manny brawls, because Roach likes brawling. Come on, man. Box, dumb fuck. Be yourself. Be your own self. Box. Fucking joke, dude. Another thing I want to touch on real quick before I get out of here. I want to touch on this. A lot of people are coming down on the Money Team Promotions thing, the promotional company. I'm not one to really always bring up race, because I think racism and racist views and issues are really just pathetic and are not needed in the whole universe, period. But I feel that people are coming down on the Money Team Productions, promotional company, because they're black. Plain and simple, because they're black. Had Sylvester Stallone, who they put in the boxing fucking Hall of Fame for a movie, they put him in the boxing Hall of Fame for a fucking movie. He never laced up a glove and boxed nobody, but he in the boxing Hall of Fame. What the fuck? When have you ever seen some shit like that? When have you ever seen some shit like that? That's ridiculous. Weak and pathetic. Weak and pathetic. I feel that, say for instance, had he come along and he said, okay, I'm going to start a boxing promotional company, the world would have went crazy. They would have been happy as hell. They'd been like, oh man, Sylvester Stallone starting a promotional company. Look out, world, you're going to have some challenges down. Look out, Golden Boy. Look out, Top Rank. This is great. This is great. No. Because it's a controversial African American, quote unquote, Curtis Jackson. All of a sudden now it's a problem. Because it's an outspoken African American champion, Floyd Mayweather, it's a problem. What's wrong with black enterprise? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with black enterprise. If you have all the ethnicities being involved in a certain thing, then there should be no real walls, no real barriers. This is so-called a melting pot, right? Then what's wrong with it? You have your white guy, Uncle Bob. You had Don. You know what I'm saying? You got your Hispanic culture in it. You got everybody in it. Why on God's green earth is it a problem? Because now it's some black guys that are in it. And the world hates it even more because they actually have the funds to finance it themselves and not having to go out and get any type of financial aid from any of these crooked-ass banking systems or any of these fucking mob bosses in fucking Vegas where people still act like don't exist, you dumb fucks. It just kills me. Let these people do their thing, right? Let them do their thing. I don't see any problem with the whole promotional company. I wish them luck and get them the best, and I think it's going to be good for business. The only thing about that is this. 50 likes to bring about a lot of negativity. If you look at his record sales and things of that nature, the reason why his records did so well is because drama sells. He created the drama. The world likes drama, and so therefore the world fed into it, and that's what made him the highest selling artist in the last decade or two, was because of the drama. The world loves beef and drama. The media promotes that, and that's why he was so successful at that. I just hope he doesn't bring all the drama into boxing as well, but that's in his nature. He's there to piss people off. He's not there to make friends. It's business, and that's the way I see it. But I wish him luck, but I hope that the negativity part stays out of it. But given that it's 50, I doubt it. He already calling Oscar girls and stuff, and you let Bob get out of line, he gonna tell Bob something too. But me personally, I like 50, but I just feel like he's just going with whatever's hot right now, and that's just what he's always done. He knew Mayweather was hot, so he latched on to Mayweather, and now he's going with what's hot. It's only going to take one fight for him to promote with Mayweather before he's already ranked among some of the top promotional companies in the country, only with one fight. It's going to be good to see what goes on, man. It's going to be good to see what goes on. But you know, Golden Boy actually booked the same date that TMT Promotions booked. Wow. Now you tell me how that's going to go over, because I think it's a power move by Golden Boy, but we're going to see, man. Regardless of what, I'm going to be watching the boxing. Chavez Jr. and Sergio Martinez. Me personally, I feel that given the weight issues with Chavez Jr. and the steroid allegations and things of that nature, I feel that he should be watched and critiqued more carefully, because there's something up with the cat. But do I think he's going to beat Sergio Martinez? No. But do I think he's going to give him hell? Yeah. Maybe some of the judges may sway. Once again, I talk about reckless aggression. I mean, granted, he comes in with a particular game plan, but he's more one of those Margarito types, win by attrition. So he's just going to be in there just belting the blows. I think Sergio's best bet is to stay off of him in boxing, don't get pinned into a corner, and I feel like he could easily wear him down. Because a lot of times, Chavez Jr. is just too big for the people that he's fighting. He's coming in 20, 30 pounds bigger than these dudes. And so it's hard for, even if they hit him, they can't hurt him. He has no defense. I think Sergio Martinez is going to exploit that, and I feel like he's going to win either by a late stoppage, TKO style, or he's going to win by a decision. Because I feel like if he sticks to a game plan and boxes and moves around, he could easily defeat him. Now, if he sits there and brawl with him, yeah, he might get fucked up, but I feel like he'll be smarter and know not to do that, and I feel like he'll beat Chavez Jr. That's just plain and simple and how I feel about it. As far as in the Andre Berto and being signed with the money team and things of that nature, I think it's good. Turns out that it was just a contamination of some food or one of the substances that he took, and it wasn't that he was on full-blown steroids. It was just a contamination of something that he took, as far as in like a food or a drink or something. So that's a blessing to hear. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to see him and Ortiz fight. Maybe they could fight when Ortiz is better. And on top of that, I guess I'm just saying Lamont Peterson and Zab Judah, if they wind up fighting, I picked Zab Judah by fucking knockout. Believe it or not. This new reinvented Super Judah is a problem. Keep your eyes on him, man. Keep your eyes on him. Don't sleep on him yet. Alright? Peace. Y'all have a good one, man. And leave your comments, everything. I'll answer them. Anything you put on there that's legitimate, no problem. I got you. Alright? One. Milani, what's up, girl?